Hey everyone, in today's video, I'll be walking you through the installation process for the newest macOS version, macOS Sonoma, on VMware. By the time we're finished, you'll have macOS Sonoma up and running smoothly on your PC. To get started, let's ensure we have all the necessary files downloaded. Open up your Chrome browser, and let's begin by obtaining VMware. Simply search for VMware and click on the link to vmware.com. Once there, navigate to the Products section and select VMware Workstation Player, which is found under the Desktop Hypervisor category. Look for the Download for Free option, and you'll see the available versions of VMware. Choose the one suitable for your operating system. In our case, since we're using Windows, let's go ahead and click on Download Now under the Windows section. If you've already downloaded the file, feel free to skip this step. After obtaining VMware, the next step is to acquire the macOS Sonoma ISO file needed for the installation. You'll find the link to this file conveniently provided in the video description, allowing you to navigate directly to the download page. Additionally, you'll need to download Auto Unlocker for VMware to ensure smooth operation. Open a new tab and search for Auto Unlocker for VMware. Look for Polo Projects, Auto Unlocker, and click on it. This tool enables macOS to run seamlessly on VMware. Once on the download page, locate the latest release and download the zip file. With VMware, the macOS Sonoma ISO, and Unlocker all downloaded, you can now close your browser and navigate to your download folder. You should see the downloaded files, VMware, Unlocker, and the macOS Sonoma ISO. Begin by installing VMware by simply double-clicking on the file. Follow the installation prompts, agreeing to the terms and clicking through until the installation is complete. Once finished, proceed to run Unlocker by extracting the downloaded folder and running it as an administrator. Let's navigate to the extracted folder and locate Unlocker. Once found, right-click on it and select Run as Administrator. Let's proceed by clicking on Patch. This action will apply the patch to VMware, enabling us to run macOS Sonoma. It might take a moment to download the necessary files and execute the patching process. Once the patching is complete, click on OK, and then we can close this window. Let's begin by opening VMware from our desktop and proceeding to create a new virtual machine. Select the installer disk image file, and then click on Browse. Locate and choose our macOS ISO from the download folder, then proceed to the next step. It's important to note that utilizing the Auto Unlocker patch is crucial. Otherwise, you won't find the option for macOS X available here. Set the version to macOS 14, proceed to the next step, and then enter your desired machine name. For instance, I'll name mine macOS Sonoma, leave the installation location as is, proceed to the next step, and then allocate a size for the installation. While I recommend a size above 80 GB, I'll stick with the default of 80 GB for simplicity. Opt to split the virtual disk into multiple files for easier transfer to another system if needed. Next, proceed to select Customize Hardware to implement some adjustments. We'll focus on the RAM section, where we can augment the memory allocation as needed. In my instance, My PC boasts 16 gigs of RAM, and I'll assign approximately 6.5 gigabytes to the virtual machine. It's crucial not to allot more than 50% of your total RAM to the virtual machine, as exceeding this threshold can significantly impede your computer's performance. This principle also applies to the processor. With 8 CPU cores available, I'll assign 3 cores to the virtual machine. For the remaining settings, we'll maintain the default configurations before clicking on Close. Finally, proceed to click on Finish, and we're on the verge of commencing the installation process. Next, we proceed by selecting Edit Virtual Machine Settings to locate the directory where the machine will operate from. Navigate to your hard disk and copy the file path of the disk. Then, paste this path into the designated location for your virtual machine, which in my case is named macOS Sonoma. Click OK. Return to File Explorer, paste the directory, and press Enter to access it. Now, it's necessary to modify the configuration file. Locate the file labeled VMware Virtual Machine Configuration, right-click it, and select Open with Notepad. Within the file, scroll down and add a new line. smc.version equals 0. Save the changes by navigating to File and selecting Save. Close Notepad and proceed to start the virtual machine by clicking Play Virtual Machine. Now, begin by selecting a language for the installation. Next, the initial step is to erase the designated disk and proceed with the macOS installation. To accomplish this, navigate to Disk Utility and proceed with the erasing process. Within Disk Utility, locate the VMW Virtual SATA hard drive under Internal Drives with a size of 85.9 gigabytes. Click on Erase and assign the desired name, such as macOS 14. Once erasing is completed, close the Disk Utility window and proceed with the installation by clicking on Install macOS 14. Follow the prompts, agreeing to the terms, selecting the designated drive, and clicking Continue to initiate the installation process. Please note that the installation may take up to an hour and may involve multiple restarts. However, it is essential to remain patient during this period.
macOS contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to use VoiceOver, press Command F5 now to turn it on and set up your Mac. If you would like to learn how to use VoiceOver to set up your Mac, press the Escape key.
The installation process is now finished. You can now proceed to set up your system according to your personal preferences. Enter your desired username and password, which you'll use to access your machine. Additionally, you have the option to choose between light mode or dark mode. Remember, you can always adjust this later in your settings. With that, the installation is complete and your system is ready for use. Now, there are a few issues we need to take into consideration. Number 1, our machine is working quite slow, and that is because of graphics. So if we click on About This Mac, you can see the display is 3 megabyte graphics, which is quite low, and that is why our machine is running slow. So we have to increase this to a higher display. And number 2, if we try to resize our machine, it doesn't really work. And if I view it in full screen mode, it still doesn't work. It just shows up like this, which is not what we want. So, to fix that and the graphics issue, we need to install VMware Tools. Before we can do this, we have to click on the ISO file here on the desktop and select Eject. Player, Manage, Install, VMware Tools. install. Now just follow the prompt, continue, install. Enter your password to confirm. If you get any prompts like this, open System Settings under Privacy and Security, scroll down, and you can see right here. System software from developer VMware was blocked. Let's allow and then enter your password to confirm. And that is all, basically. Now after this installation, we need to restart our PC for it to start working. So let's just click on Restart, and that is all. Now if we head back to check about this Mac, you can see the display is now 128 megabytes. And for the screen size or resolution, we can just drag this around and it would adjust to the resolution. We could even view it in full screen, and everything should work without any issue. So, basically, this is how to install macOS Sonoma on VMware successfully. If this video was helpful, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notification. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.